All right. So let's start. Let's begin the session. I think we'll take it as people goes. All right. So good evening. So today, so let's start. Let's begin the sessions. I think we'll take it as people goes. Yeah. So today, we will be learning a of uh, lot of information about the heart chakra or the anahata chakra. And the agenda for today will be, firstly, we'll try to understand, like kind of where the chakra is located, what are the qualities, what are the problems that are associated with that chakra, and then followed by actually meditating and enhancing the chakra and its qualities. Okay. So to start off with a theory, so it's called heart, or in Sanskrit, it's called Anahata Chakra. And the location is the little finger on both your hands is left and right heart chakra. On the position of the head, it's the center of the head where we say like the Brahmarandra, right? When you got your realization, you kind of basically press and make the skin move. That exact center is your heart chakra. On your feet, it is the little finger on the feet, and on the spiral cord, it is just like it in the medical terms, it is cardiac plexus, and it's located here right at the center of the spine where the heart resides. The characteristics of this heart chakra is basically mainly love. So love is not any conditional love. That's a love between a wife or a husband, or between a mother and a child. It is a very pure love, like unconditional love, that we call about. It's the love from us to the entire humanity, to the nature, to the creativity, right? So that is the kind of love, that's the kind of pure love we are talking about. So as and how we meditate on this chakra, our heart just is filled with this pure love for the humanity. Okay. And a lot of confidence, like if you're a person who is having trouble with fear, right? This is the chakra that you have to work on. If you've ever observed tingling sensation on these small fingers, then you might be having confidence issues, right? Like, so this chakra is all about security. Okay. So security also comes from your parents. So this heart chakra is key. Like if you have problems with your mother or father, which who are like the key elements of your life, you will have slight disturbances in this chakra. We can overcome all of these problems, however, through meditation. So unconditional love, sense of security, confidence, fearlessness, graciousness, all these are like the Satchit Anand is joy in the purest form, like the happiness that comes from within. It's a lot of oftentimes that we move out and search for joy, happiness externally, right? Like we seek from people, we seek from things, when we buy things, when we do things like that. The purest of the joy is that comes from within. So this is the chakra that gives you that experience. Yeah. So like these could be the problems that you can face if there is a problem with your heart chakra. So a lot of times these are the regular problems that we see in most of the people. Stage fear, how do we talk in front of 100 people, right? All of these are like lack of confidence issues, also could be lack of trust in ourselves. So all of this comes with a heart being strong. Like if once you make your heart chakra strong, you automatically, spontaneously, you'll just start going in front of people and talking, and you put yourself like very in a way, you can present yourself in a very well mannered way. Then lack of confidence is something we always, before starting a huge thing, we juggle between, can I, cannot, I cannot, I think 50% is the job is done when you actually are confident and think that you can do it. So that first step takes so much strength to do it. And that comes also with the strengthening of your heart chakra. So one other key component that happens with heart chakra is it also produces the antibodies required for our body to fight against the external viruses. So with this whole COVID situation or any virus that comes into our being, right? If your heart chakra is strong, your heart is capable of producing the right antibodies, and they will fight across all the, external viruses that attack us. Malfunctioning of this chakra results in, arthritis, gravis. There's so much that can happen if this chakra is not right. So the physical functions that this heart center regulates is so the heart has three components. It's the center heart, the left and the right. Just one second. Just checking if my video is right. So, yeah. So you have the center, the left, and the right heart chakras. So the left, you have the physical, you have your heart and the left cardiac plexus. This center takes care of these. The center heart is the sternum bone, and the center and partly the left cardiac plexus that controls. The center heart controls these. The right controls the right cardiac plexus. The qualities of heart chakra, like I said, pure love. You're very truthful. You don't lie. Because you're conscious, because your spirit also resides in the heart. Your conscious is so intact that you'll never lie, and there's no reason that you believe that you have to lie or anything, because you are true to your spirit more than anybody else, right? So when you're true to your spirit, you can never lie. So truth is just a byproduct of and then you feel a lot secure in your relationships, which is probably missing in a lot of relationships these days. So security is one of the key aspect. On the right side, we have uh, we'll automatically step into the rightful boundaries. We never cross our boundaries and make mistakes. We are, as a person, we fulfill various roles in our life, like I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister. So I just become very rightfully responsible to all these roles. So I'm being a good mother, good wife, good citizen also. Like this also has, like you get but the deities of this chakra are like Sita and Rama. In the center heart, it is the Durga, and in the left heart, it is Sri Shiva and Parvati. So all these, the more we enhance this chakra, these are the qualities of, that you see here gets automatically enhanced in our being. So this is the theory part. So let's get into the meditation so that we can experience, how much ever we learn, we do not know or imbibe or enhance. Whatever I'm talking is just theory until we actually sit and act on it, right? So let's start off with the meditation. We'll take our bandhan. We raise our Kundalini 3 times and take bandhan. So we'll slowly first settle in our attention Close your eyes. Get into a calm place where you can peacefully focus on the session and take few deep breaths. Slowly grab that attention and bring it within yourself. Just if you're having thoughts coming, flashing, just ignore them. I forgive. I forgive all my thoughts. We'll slowly balance our left channel by placing our right hand towards the Mother Earth. Mother, please cleanse our left channel. You can either open your eyes and look at the picture of Shri Mataji on the slide, or you can close your eyes and just focus on your left palm and observe how it's feeling. Oh Mother, please cleanse our left channel. Please awaken the power of the pure desire. Please remove all the negativities, bhadas, lethargy, laziness, depressions, everything that's hindering my ascent, spiritual ascent, from my left channel or the Ida Nadi, and please absorb, let the Mother Earth absorb all of these negativities. Oh Mother Earth, please cleanse our Ida Nadi. Please help us get into a state of balance. Slowly bring back your right hand onto your lap. We will now cleanse our right channel. Slowly take your left hand towards the ether element. Oh Mother, please cleanse our right channel. Mother, please take away all the imbalances, excessive heat, overthinking, excessive thoughts from our Pingala Nadi or the right channel through the ether element. Mother, please awaken the power of pure action within us. Slowly bring back both your hands and put it on the lap. We'll pray now. Pray to Shri Mataji. Mother, please give us the balanced state. Please help us stay in the central channel. Slowly take your Kundalini and put it on the top of your head with your right hand. Right from your Muladhara, slowly take it up and put it on the top of your head. Oh Mother Kundalini, please rise through our central channel and please establish the state of Nirvichara. Mother, please establish the state of nirvichara in me. Please take me to the thoughtless awareness state. Mother, please give us the balanced state. In this state, we will now listen to this talk from Shrimataji.
Now then we have another center on top which we call as the heart center. It is in the center. Now in the sternum bone, behind the sternum bone, this center is there, and thymus produces the antibodies in your sternum bone. These antibodies later on fight your diseases. When you are about 12 years of age, they go into the whole body and waiting there for a signal from your sternum bone. That means supposing you see something, you get frightened. This bone starts pulsating. When it pulsates, the antibodies know there's some emergency and they get prepared for it. Now this is such a normal thing to happen to people. But insecurities can be of the worst type. And when these insecurities develop, people can develop all kinds of diseases of the lungs. Especially the women develop what you call the breast cancer. Mostly these women are insecure. Maybe their husbands are not good, or they feel that the husband may leave them alone or something like that. There are certain insecurities that are built in. They might be quite frightened personalities. I've seen most of the air hostesses have this center heart catching because they're afraid they may miss the plane, or I don't know, they have to be on the job and run and do. Mostly these time-bound jobs cause you the trouble here of the center heart. And this center heart is very important because for women especially, they have to be secured. If their motherhood is challenged, then they are even worse. And this is how one has to understand a woman should be very much respected. If she is your wife, she is your child, or anything, she has to be respected and given all the security. It's the woman who makes the society, it's the woman who creates the children, it's the woman who looks after the children. So the men have to give all the security and the protection to the womanhood and understand that it's a very important factor, which if we neglect, we can have lots of problems with our society, and the women will start competing with men, and then the society will be all dislocated. If there's any problem with your father, then the right side catches and it gives you asthma. First of all, you are, we can say, vulnerable to asthma due to bad liver. Plus, if you have problems with your father or eat with your fatherhood. Supposing you are an unhappy father, or maybe that you are not looking after your children, then you get this center caught up very badly. It can happen to any one of us if a man is unkind to his son. It's a father principle. If the son is unkind to the father, so the father is hurt. It's the father principle if it is disturbed by any chance, or suddenly father dies and you feel the pinch of that all your life. All that can work out here and you get this right heart catch. With that, you get asthma. It is said that in homeopathy, they believe that with more tension you get it. Because when you are more tense, you see, you remember your father. If he was here, he would have helped you. In the subconscious, sometimes it works out. And that's how it adds to the problem. It is so simple to work out that you'll be amazed that if you have to just raise the principle of father in a person like that, who might be a dejected father, who might be a cruel father, who might be a son who has lost the father, can be anything, that you have to just put your hand on that part. Left hand side of this
is the essence of motherhood. If in your childhood your mother had played a role which has given you fear or kind of a frightening experience, then this center goes out. We say the left heart is catching. Sometimes if you are a bad mother also it might catch.
This center is very important. On the left hand side is the mother's side, and the mother itself is. If the mother is a lunatic, you get a problem there. You might get it, we call it a heart. There are two hearts. One is the heart of the spirit and one is the heart chakra. If a mother is a fanatic, she's a woman who is very fanatic about her food, things like that, then the children get it. It's a dangerous thing to play with children like that, to have complete discipline on the children and just keep them, must walk straight like a horse, put two things. Children should be allowed to have their freedom. Actually, when we suppress them too much, they become hooligans. That way Indians are better. They know how to bring up their children. With this cruelty towards children, I don't know what women are up to. Where are they going to take their figures and their beauties and everything in front of God? Such cruelty exists, such self-centeredness. Then with all this, the children develop this trouble and they have palpitations. They have very weak hearts. Or when the children are not nice to the mother, they also get it. So mother and father are very important factors in Sahaja Yoga, and you have to understand that if your parents have been unkind to you, you must forgive them. Just forget about them because they have given you birth. You should be thankful. And just forget about them. That's the best way to get over the problem of left and right heart.
So I have explained to you all these things. Now this is the heart. In the heart resides the spirit. The spirit is watching the game of this creation and is watching what is happening to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person. Everybody has got in their heart the spirit which is watching. It's called as the Kshetrajna, means the one, the knower of the field. He is watching every minute. He knows what to do, where you go, what mistakes you create. He watches. He doesn't interfere. It's only the interference comes from here, from that end, which tries to give you conscience, which tries to improve you. From here sometimes, the victim part, it tries to tell you, be in the center, by punishing you, by showing it is wrong. But he is just watching the game. Let's see how far it goes. He is the knower of your field. He is the universal being within you. He is the reflection of that God Almighty who is a spectator within you. And his power is this all-pervading power which has created all this. So to feel this all-pervading power, you have to become the spirit. All this creation has no meaning if you do not become the spirit. In the Vedas, the very first stanza says that by reading Vedas, if you do not become Vid, Vida means, Veda word comes from Vida. Vida means to know. If you do not become the knowledge, then it has no meaning. What's the question?
You were talking about the spirit being in the heart chakra there over on the left side. I'd like to know why it's on the left instead of in the middle, because if the spirit has to do with realization, why isn't it in the middle, in the central Kundalini, instead of on the inside like that? And why is it
in the heart?
Yeah.
Heart is the main
and touch your Brahmarandra, which is the seat of your heart, and will expand, then the heart just comes back like a king, returns back, and starts dominating the brain. When the heart comes back, immediately find those people with whom we were angry, we would not talk, we had nothing to do. Suddenly you become friendly with them. There's no problem. In many ways, people have harmed you. All that harming and everything just disappears. And you start becoming so nice and beautiful. What has happened that Kundalini has touched your Brahmarandra, where is the seat of heart. And as soon as that opens out, your heart also opens. And it gets awakened, it thinks, oh, what? I have allowed this brain to rule me? How dare it rules me? It just jumps on it. And we have seen people, suddenly there's so much transformed, that's remarkable. The one gentleman in America, he said that, Mother, after realization, I was so much changed that I become a very mild person. And I never used to wish my uncle or anyone. So he met him in some sort of a fete, and then he said, hello, uncle. The uncle started looking at him. Are you all right? He would never say that. Then he went and saw, are you all right, uncle? Are you keeping all right? Can I do something for you? Very nice things he said. Uncle said, what have you been doing? Are you drunk or what? How can you speak so sweetly to me? I can't believe it. That's what happens. And that's why we have to understand that all these things can be easily dropped out because we have acquired them. They can be finished off because we have acquired them. They need not be all our lives, our relations. So, ego and superego. Both can be blasted off once your heart is awakened. So, when we are dealing with people, we have to break the ice also by communicating with others in a very decent manner. Like telling yourself, no, I don't believe that this man is so bad. Let me look after him. He may be all right. I don't think he's so bad. So to accept somebody is bad is very easy for human beings. And once they start accepting such a thing, then they build up a kind of a fortress in which they live and they think they are the best people. And nobody else is good. And thus the whole community, the whole society, the whole humanity gets bitten by these ideas. And Sahaja Yoga is the only way which is going to cure it. Sahaja Yoga is the only way which is going to finish this. And that part is to be played by you people to understand that sincerity can only come if you raise your Kundalini again and again and open your Brahmarandra. Then your heart will rise. It will become a very awakened personality. And it will take charge of your brain, which is all the time thinking like mad. And once that happens, then you will realize that now you have jumped into Thoughtless Awareness. So the relationship between the two has to be fully understood. At first, the domination of the heart, or we can say the kinghood of heart, is challenged, is put down, brought to zero, and then this brain becomes the king, and it starts ruling us. I think, I feel, means the brain, the ego. If you could give up, I think, I want, everything will be all right. You should say, I want is another point. This body wants it. You separate yourself. Gradually you start separating yourself from all such situations by never saying, I want. You should say, this body, this hand, this head. you start separating. And once you are separated, all these barriers of ego and superego will disappear. But as it is, also it's very easy to get rid of these two. It's very easy to get rid of these two. Only by raising your Kundalini and breaking your Brahmarandra. This is the greatest achievement that you have got, that you can break your Brahmarandra, make your Kundalini get connected with all pervading power. That's why.
So in the same meditative state, we will now try to meditate on the heart chakra with affirmations. During this meditation, I would ask you to be observant of how you feel on your left and right thumbs and on the top of your head. As you've seen in the before slides, that the small finger and the center of your head is the place of Anahata or the heart chakra. So when we are meditating on the heart chakra, we can clearly see or feel that this chakra is getting cooler vibrations. Okay, so just be observant of that. You can either close your eyes or keep it open and watch Mataji's picture. And slowly again take few deep breaths and get their attention if it's wandering outside into inside you, and slowly place it in the heart chakra. Bring your right hand to the center heart. Place your attention on your center heart. In this center, we seek for the unconditional love, a love which does not have boundaries, which is equal to everything that the God has created. It is not bound by anything or everything. So here we request, Mother, please fill our heart with the pure unconditional love and make us fearless. With 100% confidence, we pray, O Mother, O Divine Mother, please fill our hearts with the unconditional love. As I also said before in the slides, this is the chakra that produces the antibodies required during any kind of pandemic, events. So this chakra, you can pray here in this chakra that, Oh Mother, please help us produce more antibodies in our heart chakra and make us immune to the viruses that are coming up. That is also something you can pray in this chakra. But the hard core, the root of this chakra, Mother, please fill our hearts with the unconditional love and please make us fearless. We slowly move our right hand to the left heart. Here we will now meditate on the left heart and the spirit. Both reside at the same place. It's a simple affirmation here. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. I am nothing. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this job. I am not this responsibility. I'm just a pure spirit. with 100% confidence, please affirm yourself. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. I know no fear. When you're the pure spirit, you're not afraid of anything. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Here we can also seek for forgiveness, because this is the center of the spirit. You also forgive yourself if you have committed any mistakes against your spirit. Mother, please help us forgive ourselves for committing any mistakes against our spirit, our spiritual growth. If we have committed any mistakes, here, this is our chance to forgive and grow. We slowly bring back the right hand to the lap, and we take the left hand to the right heart chakra. This is the center of responsibility of the right Maryadhas within us. So here we pray, Mother, please establish the rightful Maryadas in me. May I become the rightful mother, a rightful daughter, a rightful sister, a rightful parent, right? Likewise, men can talk, may I become the rightful father, a rightful son, a rightful brother. We can also pray that may we have the rightful responsibility as a citizen to our country. This is the center of the rightful boundaries and the responsibilities as a being, as a human being that we, establish in various walks of our lives. Mother, please establish the rightful boundaries or maryadas in me. You can slowly bring back your left hand and put it on your lap. We will now meditate in this state with the music. We will now slowly end the meditation by raising our Kundalini and taking Bandhan. So, if you have any questions, I read one in the chat from Rajiv ji that you wanted, yeah, uh, you wanted to know about the thoughtless awareness, right? So, thoughtless awareness, in simple term, is the gap between two thoughts. So normally what happens is, like, when you leave a human brain unmonitored, you have waves of thoughts coming. So a thought can be a thought from future, a thought from past. So, it looks, the graph looks somewhat like a sine curve, like a thought from the future, and then it can be followed by a thought from the past, future, thought, past. So we are either shuttling between like future or the past. So what happens in meditation is, when you get into a state of meditation and establish your Kundalini, raise your Kundalini, and when you're getting into the state of balance, you have minute gaps between these thoughts. It starts off there. Like, you will have, from the sine curve, you'll have a thought rising, and there is gap, there's nothing, there is silence, and then there's the next thought. So that is thoughtless awareness. uh, Thoughtless awareness also means that there is absolutely no thought during that time, but you're completely aware of what's happening around you. So it's like, it's not like you're sleeping or something. You're actually absorbing everything that's happening in the present state. So your concentration, your focus, everything is 100% when you're in thoughtless awareness state. Yeah. So any other questions, please let me know. So, and